It's incredibly rare that I get to combine my love of politics, American politics, with my first love, which is Formula One racing. But it's 2024, man, and all worlds are seeming to collide, right? The Formula One Miami Grand Prix was yesterday. It was a great race, really, really good race. And Donald Trump, he was there. He got a hero's welcome by a truly international, freedom loving crowd. And I am fully confident in saying that that is a freedom loving crowd because socialists, progressives, and all the other creatures of the underworld, they do not like Formula One. It's got too much money and it takes too much innovation and skill to be successful. I mean, it is really one of the last lands of true meritocracy. There is no DEI in Formula One. DEI makes you slow. Everyone has one goal, and that is to win. So I guess when you think about it like that, it really should be no surprise that that world and Donald Trump would align. And I'll give you a pretty interesting backstory pretty quick, but first, have a look at how he was welcomed.
No, no.
Here's the thing, man. If you know anything at all about an F1 paddock, especially right before a race, it is a very serious, very uppity place. Uppity is probably not fair. Very focused place. And it seems like anyone and everyone just wanted to see Donald Trump. And that's pretty amazing stuff. I mean, obviously, I'm aware that real people everywhere, and I mean real people, not like MSNBC trolls and the creatures that live on Twitter, but real people everywhere, they really do love this guy. I know that. But that took me a little bit by surprise. But what did not take me by surprise is how he was welcomed when he first got there and who did the initial welcoming. I know it's a quick video, but I think it's important. I think it's important to show, the people that we depend on the most, in a lot of our poorer communities especially, those people love Donald Trump. And more than that, they respect Donald Trump. And they're not shy about showing it. And we've already seen it's not easy to be a public servant and a supporter of Donald Trump in a lot of these places, because as we speak, I think Letitia James, she's still hunting down New York firefighters that would dare support Donald Trump and let her know about it, right? But it's things like this, it's videos like this that really do give me hope because we've all seen, man, Joe Biden can't even get a real welcome in his own hometown. I mean, when he does a photo op in some random business, the business owner, they don't want him there. Nobody wants him there. Law enforcement, I mean, obviously when he's around, they're professionals. They do their job, but they certainly don't stand at attention. They don't cheer. They're not giving a thumbs up. And they sure as hell aren't asking for pictures with him like we see a lot of the times with Trump. That kind of stuff, that doesn't happen. And it's not going to happen. And another thing that will never, ever happen to Joe Biden is this.
We're voting for you. We're rooting. Oh my God.
Thank you. Yeah, that will never, ever happen, nor has it ever happened to Joe Biden. Because women of all shapes and sizes, I mean, real women, fake women, all women literally cringe whenever Joe Biden comes around. That will never happen. And I mean, that's a good looking girl, man. Something tells me that girl, that is not someone that you're going to find squatting in a tent at some Jew-hating rally somewhere, right? Something tells me they don't come from the same gene pool, would be my guess. But that's not what this video is about. But, here's an interesting thing about Donald Trump and F1. He had planned to do a fundraiser during the race weekend, but F1, I think they asked him not to. Actually, I'm not sure it was much of an ask. I think they banned him from doing it, basically. But Zach Brown, the CEO for McLaren and a really, really good American, one of the few Americans in Formula One, hosted Donald Trump in the garage as a guest of the team. And I'm not saying that Donald Trump is any kind of magic, but I'll tell you this. F1 has been completely dominated by the Red Bull team and by a driver named Max Verstappen for basically the last 3 years. In the last year and a half, only one other driver has actually won a race other than Max. And McLaren, I don't think they've won a race since 2021. Daniel Ricciardo had their last win. And Lando Norris, one of their great young drivers, he had never won a race. And yesterday he got his first. He got to meet the next president of the United States, and he won his first Grand Prix in beautiful Miami. I mean, that is a hell of a day. You're not going to forget that. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying Donald Trump is magic, but I am hoping that this is just a sign of things to come. You know, all pretty amazing to see, you know, as a lover of both America and Formula One, which of course I don't think you could say about a guy like Joe Biden. So I'm going to leave you with this. Another thing I don't think you're ever going to see from Joe Biden. I don't think you'll ever see him do this and actually mean it. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy.